boys and girls. Welcome. I am so glad to see you here. I know we have a really good story this week for you on HartsLight Kids. I am Shay, and I am Giver. We are the stars of the Giggles in Your Heart series of books that Mrs. Jonette wrote. Today, Mrs. Jonette says that this month we are going to be celebrating a very important month. That's right, it's called Black History Month, Giver. And it is extra special for me because my mommy is black and my daddy is white. Well, I have lots of colors in me, Shay. Look at all of my beautiful colors. I am a rainbow unicorn. I think your mane is beautiful.
Hi kids, welcome to HartsLight Kids, where kids shine bright. Guess what time it is? It's story time! Yay! I am so excited to welcome Natalie McDonald Perkins today. And this month is an extra special month because it's Black History Month. And we are celebrating the beauty of all of us and the beauty of our skin, no matter what color it is. And Natalie is going to read her book and help us all celebrate a more positive and wonderful way to look at the differences, but also all the ways that we're all alike. So welcome, Natalie. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, everyone. My name is Natalie McDonald Perkins, and my book is called Best in Me. It was illustrated by Mary eBay, and she drew the pictures and I wrote the words, and I want to share my book with you.
What inspired you to write your book, Natalie?
Well, what inspired me to write my book was my experiences and my students' experiences. For me, I was a transient student. I moved around a lot. Mm-hmm. And I made friends with people that didn't look like me. And then it was just like, oh my gosh, I don't fit in. Who am I going to play with? And then I got to know my friends. They got to know me, and we built a relationship and a friendship that lasts a whole lifetime. And so as I became a teacher, I seen kids that reminded me just like me, being a transient student, going from school to school, coming from a different country. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to create a story that is going to welcome and celebrate everyone. And my daughter, her name is Justice. That's my actual daughter. And she is the main character. And her name is Justice for a reason. That's
it.
Yes. And so justice means to be fair, be kind to other people. And she kind of reminds us that in the book. And so I wanted, when I, if ever I leave this world for whatever reason or anything, I want my daughter to have this message in her heart and remember this message about seeing the best in you.
Awesome. Oh, I am so excited to hear your book.
I have a special message for everyone. Okay. So to every person reading this book, as you truly look within yourself, discover and rediscover the best in you, because true happiness comes from loving what makes you unique.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Wow. What a wonderful message.
So here it is. We're going to start with our story. And I just want to preface this by saying one of the reasons why I wrote Rediscover is because even some of our parents and our grandparents and even me, I'm an adult, I have to rediscover myself daily. And this new year, I'm thinking, what kind of goals do I want to set for myself on me loving myself better? And so it's not just when you're young and you're a child that you think about the best in you. You think about this your entire life. It's a journey. Okay, so I want you to remember that as I read this book today. All right, so here's the picture. I'm going to show you the pictures first, and then I'll read the text. Miss Patterson, the school counselor, has created a group for students who are bullied at school. The students have learned to use iMessages in assertive language. Today, Mrs. Patterson is excited to see her students in their last counseling session, being more confident and happier than ever. She has an interesting task for them. Good morning, everyone. Miss Patterson welcomes the class. I want you to write a poem that describes what makes you special. If you want, you can share it with the class. As the students get started on their poem, she hopes that each one of them will use their newfound confidence to read them to the class. Soon it was time for the children to start writing. May I read mine first, please? Justice asks. Of course, Miss Patterson smiles at her. Miss Patterson knows that Justice is one of the more confident ones in the group, and she is glad that she is asked to go first. She knows her poem will inspire others.
Wow.
I'm going to show you the picture. As Justice stands up, nerves begin to fill her body. Her heart is beating quickly, so she takes a deep breath and imagines being her mama. Her nerves quickly disappear. Your feet look like sailboats. That's just one of their jokes. I used to cry and just tell my folks. My big feet are keepers. I wear mama's shoes and pretend I'm one of the teachers. I look like my mama with all her cool features. Feeling her shoes is my dream. I'll be like her one day. I don't care what they say. I'll reach my goals. I proclaim this today. All the students clapped for Justice, and they hoped they could be just as brave as her. Riley, would you like to go next? Miss Patterson asks gently. Yes. Riley takes a while to go to the front of the room. She has always been incredibly shy and nervous because she struggles to read clearly. Riley can feel all eyes on her. She thinks of her friend, and her new friend, a dog named Brownie. She knows her friends are just as loyal as Brownie. They won't mind if she mixes her words up. I didn't like to read out loud when the teacher called my name. Words that I see and words others see, they aren't always the same. Reading was not my only challenge. Math is also a pain. 87 is 78. I wanted to blame my brain. Until I met my brownie boy who never judges me. I can read all day at my own pace. He makes me feel so free. My reading makes him smile again and wag his tail side to side. Reading is my superpower because it makes Brownie have joy inside. Oh, the children say. Everyone's so proud of Riley, and they don't mind that she read more slowly than others. More importantly, Riley is proud of herself.
Ah, that's a great poem that Riley wrote.
Miss Patterson noticed Somita walking to the front of the room without saying a word. Oops, I forgot something, said Somita as she rushes back to grab her eyeglasses. This is the first time that Miss Patterson hasn't had to remind her to put them on. Today, she's able to clearly see the words that she's going to read in all her friends' smiling faces that reminded her to be courageous. They laughed at my glasses, so I hid them in my desk. I couldn't see the board, then I failed my science test. My teacher told me to put them on, but I didn't think I looked my best. When I put on my glasses, I can learn without the stress. I am distinguished, not shy. Now my parents are proud because my grades are rising high. All the poems so far are so inspiring that the other students can't wait to share theirs. They play rock, paper, scissors to decide who will go next. Ray is the winner. So friends, as I'm reading the story, if you notice, kids are thinking about what's going to inspire them to be courageous and be brave. So Mina's wearing her glasses because she knows it's going to help her learn. And Riley thought about the new dog named Brownie she met at the dog shelter and how she was brave enough to read to him. So she just thought about Brownie so she could be brave enough to read her poem to the rest of the kids, even though she couldn't read as fast as the other kids. Let's see what Ray turns to help him get inspired about reading his poem. Here's Ray. It isn't simply speaking that makes Ray uncomfortable. He is also nervous about sharing how he feels when people make fun of him for being short. Standing amongst the people who care about him within the classroom makes it easy for him to share. He goes to the front of the classroom and stands as tall as a statue. I was embarrassed when they would call me Shorty. Now, I don't really mind because my personality and brain bring me all the glory. I can play sports and run like no other. I love my height. I got it from my mother. I'm always in front of the row of a class picture, smiling with glee. I count on my resilience and sportsmanship. My height doesn't define me.
What a great lesson.
So I think sportsmanship and resilience is a lot more important than being short or tall. And that's what Ray turned to.
Absolutely. It's the inner qualities that are most important. Not what you see on the outside, but what you are on the inside. That's what defines us and makes us special and important.
That's right. That's right. Wisdom. So here's Ray and Mario. As Ray goes back to his seat, Miss Patterson notices Mario and Ray doing their secret handshake. They play on the same baseball team. Mario's usually quiet. Lately, he's been sticking up for Ray and being a supportive friend when people bully him. What friends do you have that support you when you're not being treated fairly or being bullied? I have a few friends that would help me.
Yeah. And
have-
sometimes you might want to help your friends too if you see them being bullied and speak up for them and help them out.
Yeah. It's really important. Because sometimes we may be too scared to tell the teacher or tell our parents or tell a grown-up. Here's Mario. That's Ray's friend. It's Mario's turn. Miss Patterson has seen Mario participate in all the activities during the counseling session, but she doesn't remember him saying very much. Mario quickly heads to the front of the room. Mario thinks it's so cool that he speaks both English and Spanish. It's finally time to tell his friends why. I get teased because I have a distinguished lingo. Habla español. That's how I communicate with my people. I'm a proud Mexican. See the snake and brown eagle? I translate for my parents during my parent-teacher conference. I always tell the truth, and I do it with confidence. Instead of teasing me, people should learn cultural tolerance. The children are amazed by his pride for his language and country. And to top it off, they love the sound of his voice. So cultural tolerance means even though you're from a different culture, you may eat things that are different, you may speak a different language, you tolerate other people's culture. You don't put their culture down. Maybe you may learn more about it so you can be more understanding about someone else's culture.
Absolutely. We all, when you think about it, came from another culture. And we all are in this country, and we all bring to this country our history and our culture. And that's what makes our country such an amazing country, because everybody has such a great culture that enriches our country and enriches our lives and enriches our relationships.
Yes, and that's how we can learn about civility, and being patriotic and loving each other and being able to coexist and be together in a world that is so mixed with so many different people. And that's why this book is going to help you.
Absolutely.
Farida, here she is. She's wearing something on her head that's very special. Let's find out what that is. Soon, Miss Patterson sees Farida coming to read her poem. She remembers how difficult it was for Farida to make friends when she doesn't speak very much. But when she does, her words catch everyone's attention. It is clear from the children's faces they have lots of questions about her hijab. That's what that's called, a hijab. As Farida begins to read her poem, she can hear her Jedi, her grandmother, telling her, "Be brave and tell those mean bullies what your hijab means to you." "What's on your head?" they ask. "It's a hijab that I wear. Don't care what they think. Don't mind if they stare. My friends always ask me about my hair. I comb it, I wash it. Let's just be clear. I take it off when I'm at home with my family, when I sleep, and when I shower. Underneath my hijab, my hair has a pin with a flower. I love wearing hijabs with all my attire."
And it's a beautiful one too.
Ever you wondered about what a hijab is, or why, or if what people do with their hair, you can even do more research on that. But Farida, she's very, very proud about wearing her hijab. That signifies her culture and her religion. All the students clap for Farida, but her new friend Sharonda gives her a thumbs up and then stands up herself. It's her turn to read. And Sharonda is right here. And this is my cousin in kid form. My cousin is an adult. Her name is Sharonda, and she lives with something very special. And I want you to read and learn more about that. At last, here's a picture of me. Go ahead and show you the picture of Sharonda and her teacher. You notice where she's at right now, what she's doing, what she's thinking about? See it does. President. At
Your dream. Do you want to tell the boys and girls about your big dream? Oh, yes. I wanted a horse more than anything in the world. I thought about it all the time and dreamt about it, and I couldn't wait until Christmas when I was going to get my horse. And on Christmas morning, when I opened my present, instead of a horse, you were in the box. That's right, Shay. And I was just a stuffy. I know. I was so sad that my dream turned into just a stuffy. That's true, but I wasn't any just stuffy. I know, because that night you became a very real unicorn with your beautiful rainbow mane, and I was so happy that I never gave up on my dreams.
class, Sharonda goes to the front of the room, smooths out her shirt, closes it over her eyes, and swallows. She's ready. I was born with cerebral palsy. The whispering stares, how they appall me. No friends to play with at recess, I beg my mind to withdraw me. I'm smart, I'm strong, I could do what they can do. Oh, the choices in life, what shall I pursue? I see myself in high places, I know my dreams will come true. That poem was so wonderful, Sharonda. I knew you could do it, says Miss Patterson with admiration. Thank you, replies Sharonda. Today is the first time she's ever spoken in public about what makes her different, and she doesn't regret her decision.
She has big dreams, and because you're different and may have what some people would call a handicap, how you look at it and how you look at the world can take that handicap and turn it into one of your best assets.
In Sharonda, she's inspiring so many people around the world who also live with cerebral palsy. They may look different, but they adapt, learn how to move in the world the same way that you do. But it looks just a little bit different for them.
Yeah.
They go to school, they work, do everything like everyone else, but it just looks a little bit different. So here's Jacqueline, and it looks like she's at the hair shop getting her hair done. Mm-hmm. Behind here is Madam C.J. Walker. I want you to research her. Madam C.J. Walker.
Oh, Giver, I know who Madam C.J. Walker is. Please, can I tell the boys and girls who she is? Well, then they wouldn't have to look her up and do their homework. I think it's important that they do their homework and figure out who she is. Oh, that's true, Giver. I think that is a really good idea.
That's going to be part of your work you're going to do for Black History Month, to research and find out, why did I put her in there and why is she important to this scene in the story? Jacqueline's time had finally come. Miss Patterson remembers how frightened Jacqueline was one morning when she refused to get out her dad's car because she thought she'd be teased again for wearing an afro. That's what these are. These are afros. She has afro puffs. Today, that fear feels like a million miles away as Jacqueline stands confidently at the front of the class with her latest do. This is one of my favorite poems, and this one right here is definitely dedicated to African American History Month. My cotton mane spreads like the sun rays. Oh, I love my natural hair. People are welcome to stop and stare. Don't you dare. Never put your hands up there. Afro braids and twists are the hairstyles I wear. Proud to be African American with my fist in the air. And look what Jacqueline's doing. She has her fist in the air. She is proud of who she is.
A beautiful hairstyle, too.
Justice, Sharonda, and Sierra can relate to Jacqueline because they wear similar hairstyles. They are proud of Jacqueline for embracing her natural hair.
Beautiful.
And even though they're all African American, their hairs will look different, right?
Right.
They all look different, right? They're all individuals with different qualities, just like you. Sierra, I'm gonna show you this picture. So in this picture, that's why it's really important to look all the text features. It says Hollywood. And look what there is. There are some photographers that look like kind of like paparazzi people that are trying to find out about Sierra and take pictures of her because she is famous in this scene. Or she's thinking about, in her mind, she's kind of dreaming about being famous. And I'm gonna tell you why. Sierra is the last. The second Sierra reaches the front of the room, her dark chocolate skin radiates as a beam of sunlight comes through the window. All eyes are on her, and she loves it. The attention and respect that she's getting at this moment makes her feel like a celebrity. This is my other great poem for Black History Month. People pick on me because I have a richness and melanin in my complexion. With my skin, I see no imperfections. Black is the color of a radiant diamond. Diamonds are transferred coal. I can't worry about what they say because loving me is my goal. I'm not just beautiful from the outside. I have a beautiful heart, mind, and soul. Farida and Riley are very proud of Sierra. They've always known that Sierra is intelligent, well-spoken, beautiful, and a great friend.
Ah, what a great poem.
All the students have finished their poems, and let's see what they learned about this. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Because you've learned to embrace your differences, you understand the importance of being supportive and caring. You now have the tools you need to face anyone who chooses not to see the best in you, Miss Patterson says proudly. Justice raised her hand high in the air. Justice, would you like to share something with the group, Miss Patterson asked. Yes, Miss Patterson. I learned that the best in me is simply being me, says Justice. That's right, exclaims Miss Patterson. I'm not going to let anyone's words upset me anymore, Samina announces. That's wonderful, Miss Patterson says. Sharada speaks up. I'm proud of being different. I'm proud of being different too, Mario adds. The rest of the children agree.
Oh.
And I'm proud of you all, Miss Patterson says with a smile.
Mm-hmm. What a great book for Black History Month. And not only for Black History Month, but every month, because we don't have to just focus on the differences in us. For 1 month, we can celebrate all of our differences and all of our cultures every day of the year. And everybody can be proud of who they are, where they came from, the color of their skin, and their differences. And I absolutely love that book.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was wonderful. I know that this book is going to be very popular. So I need to get the word out as to where everybody can find your book, buy your book, and share your book.
Yes. And my goal is to get not just my book in the hands of students, but also in the hands of librarians and teachers who reach out and see students all the time. My book can be purchased in a few different places. You can purchase my book at natalieperkins.org, NATALIE Perkins, PERKINS.org. You can also purchase it on Amazon.com. If you have Prime membership, you can get your book within a few days. It's also available on Walmart.com as well as Barnes and Nobles as well.
Awesome. So lots of places you can get your book. So everybody check out Natalie McDonald Perkins' book and share and celebrate the differences and the beauty that we all have within us and within our cultures.
And I would like to say one more thing. I have a book coming out called Proud to Be. And the book is going to be coming out April 1st. And so I hope that I can get back on the show and share that book with you guys as well. And it's some of these characters come back. They come back and visit us in the book. And it's about, yes, we get to see the characters again. Yes. It's about the power of a name. If you have a name that's special, you will definitely connect with this book. So I hope that you will look out for Proud to Be. It's coming out soon.
Looking forward to it, and we'll have to have you back when it comes out and have you share it with us again. Thank you so much for your wonderful book, that wonderful lesson, and the reminder that we are all beautiful inside and out. Thank you.
Bye.